So the forms that you will be filling out are these forms. Monterey County, supplemental disclosure, if the property is in Monterey County. So I'll be sending you these forms and keep them in a separate folder so you can use them for other transactions. So you fill in the address, 123 Main Street, Anytown, California 93446. And then down here, you're going to have your sellers. You include the name of your seller, John Smith. That way he can sign it. Go ahead and save the form in a separate folder. So in this case, I'll put it in my downloads. And you should have a folder already created for this listing. 123 Main Street. Then the name of your seller, John Smith. So here you'll create the and save the Monterey County supplemental disclosure. You save it, and then we'll go to the next one, which is the Monterey County water certificate. So same here, you put the APN number, 123 111 000. You put you include the property address, city, zip code, and here you include the name of your seller, John Smith. And in this one, if the property was built after 1992, that's when they require the low-flow toilets to be installed. If it's prior to 1992, we're going to have to explain whether or not there's water-saving toilets and showers. So if the property was built after 1992, then here on this form. So if the property was completed after 1992, then you just have to click this box and you put in, built in January 1, 2000, or 1998. 1998, and that's it. Then here on this, you don't have to fill in anything because the property is compliant because it was built in 1998. You don't have the buyer's name, so you don't include that. So this is just for your seller to sign, and the signature is going to go up here next to John Smith. So that's for this form. So here then you go save it, save. Go to the folder where you have all your disclosures, and then you're going to save it as Monterey County Water Certificate. And there. The next one is going to be, let's go to the checklist. So you have Monterey County Supplemental, Monterey County. So you have the natural hazard disclosure. So for this one, you should have the report already from your provider, and you should have it in your folder already. So I'll go ahead and find one of the reports that I completed on another property. So here I have the natural hazard disclosure report on one of my listings, and this one is in Santa Rosa. So this is what you'll see, and what you have to populate here. These are the main things that you have to look for if you're the buyer's agent. If you receive one of these are the things that you look for: is the property on a special flood hazard area. If it says no, then you're okay. If it's checked potential yes, then many properties are categorized as being in a potential flooding area. So that's not a big issue. The big issue is if it's listed in a special flood hazard area. If it's checked yes, be careful. Inform your buyer that this is a property that may not be a good purchase because of the location. So that's for another video, but going through this form, I wanted to show you what to look for. So here for this form, what you have to do is fill in the names of your seller, and down here you just add the name John Smith, then you put your name as the seller's agent, and then this is a form that, this is a report you're going to send to the seller to complete and sign. It's 39 pages long, but here, just go ahead and complete that. And what you do, you save it in your folder. 1, 2, 3 main. So these are all the forms that have to be added to the SIP Forms portal, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. So here we'll sample. So we go to our checklist. So we have the NHD report. Then now we have the preliminary title report. So the title company should have sent you that by now. So in this case, let me go to one that I have saved already in my folders. So here for this transaction, I would find that document in the title and escrow documents. So this is the prelim title report, and what you want to do is just add a line for the seller to sign, and I typically have it on this page. I think it's the third page, preliminary report. So here I just add a line for the seller to sign, a text, and just list it seller seller. That way you can go ahead and include their name on the signature line, or their signature on the signature line. I usually make this an area black, and for this purpose 11 font. So then you save it, save as preliminary prelim report merged, and you go ahead and place it in your folder. So you go back to our checklist, and the other reports that have to be completed are home inspection reports. If you have a home inspection that your client did, you basically do the same thing. So in this case, my seller did a best inspection report. So since we have that report, in this case, in this example, my client, she completed a best inspection report prior to placing the property for sale. So since I have this report here that we have to turn over, I'll just go ahead and include a line on the report, and then we'll go ahead and you can make it Increase the font, make it visible. Then you go ahead and save it. In your folder, 123 Main Street. Okay. So that will be for the home inspection reports. That's how you disclose it to the buyer's agent and the buyers if you have one.